Hello, my name is Katherine Earnshaw and I'm going to be talking to you about the Field Guides follow-on project which is being held out of the University of Exeter. Field Guides is following on from the Field Work Research Network which is being run in parallel over the next couple of years, and you can see a separate presentation on the Research Network under Theme 5. Both the network and the follow-on project combine approaches from classics and cultural geography and are led by the same team, myself, who's PI, and John Wiley, who's co-I in cultural geography. At its core, the Fieldwork Research Network explores how land use decisions reflect fundamentally ethical stances, especially how these are and can be generated through text and embodied experience. Field Guides directs this research into a series of participatory activities in which we invite the public to imagine themselves as current and future landscape custodians. The emphasis is on learning through arts, and in particular on two constituencies whose voices are often muted: children and tourists. And if you get no further than this slide, then in a nutshell, this follow-on project aims to develop community-led activities for understanding the cultural value of fields and agricultural landscapes, and in particular to show that valuing landscape can be a generative process. In other words, that environmental decisions and actions flow from aesthetic and ethical valuations of landscape, and that these values are not static. The break in the name Field Guides points to the importance of the poetic and the digital in this project. It also signifies a disconnection with the field as landscape, and this disconnection is part of what we're exploring through the various activities. We openly reflect on the rural-urban divide, a divide which physically, imaginatively comprises fields, by demonstrating the value of fields within the city as well as beyond it. As with the Fieldwork Research Network, there's an emphasis on Devon throughout, although some of the activities feed into national resources. Exeter was recently named one of the fastest growing cities in the UK, and there are various relevant housing programmes underway here. Related to these policy decisions, we will be seeking to develop new user contacts throughout the course of the project and to impact upon the evaluative work of decision makers. Exeter was the only UK city to be awarded UNESCO City of Literature status this year, and we're in conversation with the Council on how to join up our activities with those related to this prestigious award. We are working with various project partners on a number of overlapping activities taking place over the duration of the award. Perhaps the most significant relationship is with Beeford Arts. Beeford is an Arts Council England national portfolio organisation which connects artists and communities in North Devon with the aim of exploring, and this is their tagline, our land, lives and future. They have extensive experience in educational programming and in showcasing impact through the arts to significant stakeholders such as Natural England, North Devon Biosphere Reserve and the People's Lottery. One of our main planned activities is an innovative educational programme. This will take place over a full academic year with two schools, one rural, one urban, and we'll be working with Beeford and professional map artist Rob Turner, and that's one of his works you can see there in the box on the left. We'll be providing some initial CPD inset training for the teachers, then leading field and school-based workshops and concluding with some legacy dissemination. The workshops will use professionally curated field-based learning opportunities such as field walks, sound drawing and poetic provocation, so the children and teachers can consider deep time and past land use in their surroundings, the experience of the present and imagined landscape futures. Rob Turner will co-create maps with the children, showing ideas, sounds and sights of particular significance and value to them, to embed responses relevant to cultural ecosystem services, and they'll produce a finished artwork and a school community map. We'll be building on those school relationships to co-create nationally available Key Stage 1 and 2 curriculum resources with teachers at St Sidwell School. These will embed agricultural and landscape ethics linked to heritage, using classical texts as provocation, based on key research themes and outcomes from the Fieldwork Network. And these will be hosted online through Leaf's Countryside Classroom at the end. Another key strand is a series of field poetry interventions. The aim is to illuminate ideas of shared land ownership and stewardship through narratives, and to do this we'll be working with our partner, professional word artist Chris Jelly. We'll be placing physical poetry boxes and geolocational digital tagging to key locations in Devon, either in or with a perspective on fields. Some of these will be seeded with sections from Virgil's Georgics, the Latin philosophical poem on agriculture at the heart of the research network. The public will co-produce knowledge by contributing poems about the landscape through situated engagement, and there'll be poetry passports printed to draw in local businesses and the tourist office. And we're hoping that this will generate novel perspectives on cultural ecosystem services in place. Across the two projects, Fieldwork and Field Guides, we emphasise the importance of artworks as a means of shaping and evolving understandings of value in the landscape, and we've built a small community of artists working on landscape in Devon. So this follow-on project will help to foster those connections and to generate new audiences for the Fieldwork artworks, and we've been having conversations with the Royal Albert Memorial Museum and Exeter City Council about this. Field Guides will extend the Research Network website, and we hope to provide a hub for a range of material on fields and agricultural landscapes. These will include elements from the projects, as well as crowdsourced public submissions on fields, photos, videos, etc. Together, these will provide the basis for a series of rolling digital exhibitions comprising online mini curations by invited stakeholders. And we'd be interested in hearing from anyone who might be keen to think through these sources as a means of reflecting on other work being undertaken in the Landscape Decisions programme. At the close of the project, there'll also be a physical public exhibition at the Digital Humanities Lab. So thank you very much. I hope that's given you an insight into what we're hoping to do, and please do get in touch if you have any questions.